Surprise, guys, I just joined a motorcycle club and they gave me a medium vest. Vest, man, is kind of snug. That's how you know this was a long time ago. We got a medium going on here. All right, I got to take this vest off, y'all, but you get the idea. Today I'm gonna talk to y'all about the difference in riding in a motorcycle club versus riding solo. I'm gonna take this vest off because this vest is probably about 14 years old, maybe. Let me see, 14. This vest is about 15 years old. So I'm gonna take this vest off because I can barely breathe with it on. And then we'll get back to it. Shout out Dirty Left Shoe Crew. You know I keep fresh with the Dirty Left Shoe Crew apparel. You know what I mean? Before we go any further, make sure you all comment, like, subscribe, share this video if you like it. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to bring y'all some substance to the table, man, when I do these videos. So today's video is gonna be about riding in a bike club versus riding solo. For those who don't know, I was in a bike club actually for 12 plus years. I'm retired out now. As we go through this journey and I'm doing these videos, it's good because I'm bringing you all into my personal life a little more and telling you things about me that you probably never knew. But I was a road captain for a motorcycle club for 12 years, 12 plus years. Like I said, I'm retired out now. And it was a journey. I had a lot of fun. I'm not going to go into the details of the specifics of all the things that I did, but I did enjoy it. You know what I mean? For the time that I spent in a motorcycle club, I did enjoy it. Your average motorcycle club, and I'm not talking about 1% of clubs, I'm just talking about regular motorcycle bike clubs, consist of a certain unity. We stood by this code called Unity, Strength, and Bike of Love. I was in Hard Knock Ryders, Northern Virginia area. For those of y'all who don't know, that's right outside of DC. It was a real good time. It was a real good era for motorcycle clubs, I say too, as well. Things I'm sure might be a lot different, or things I'm sure are different now. But during those times, it was just a good time to be a part of a group. With the motorcycle clubs, it's a lot of benefits. It's a level of support there amongst each other, camaraderie amongst each other. It's a lot of things that you can do together. You'll go on a lot of different trips together depending on what type of club you're involved in. You'll be involved in a lot of charity events. You'll go out on a lot of rides together, of course, you know. Oh, the partying, man, is like no other when you're dealing with a motorcycle club, depending. I'm sure it's a lot of other motorcycle clubs out there, man, that don't, you know, do a whole lot of partying, or they more about, you know, helping their area out, their local area out, versus partying. But for sure, if you were one of those good motorcycle clubs, if you with a nice, good, solid motorcycle club, man, and they real hip in what's going on, you're gonna do a whole lot of partying. So that could be fun. You know, don't get me wrong, you know, you got some bachelors out there and you got some ones out there, man, they done tied the knot kind of early. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't want to put temptation in your face, but it is a lot of partying that's going to go on. But it's all a matter of choice. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's pushing you or making you do anything. It's always something to do. So when you're in an actual bike club, you got multiple events consistently throughout the year. Whether it be some type of convention, you know, whether it be an anniversary of another motorcycle club, local motorcycle club, non-local motorcycle club, some type of bike event. It's always something going on in a motorcycle club community. So that's always a plus. You'll never run out of things to do. Me, personally, I got a lot of charisma with me. So I like to meet and greet and talk to people and ask questions and talk about things and, you know what I mean, discuss motorcycles to the T, man. I'm a hell of an enthusiast. So for me, it worked well. If you're that type of person who you don't interact well with others, or you're not the type to kind of, you know, talk to people about this, that, and the third and open up, it might not be the type of environment that you want to be a part of. When you're in a motorcycle club, a lot of the riders come from all walks of lives, whether it be someone, like I said, who's working for the government, whether it might be someone also in that same club who might be a tattoo artist. It might be someone in that club, most likely, who's a motorcycle mechanic. It might be someone in that club who's an auto body mechanic. So the resources are very good too, depending on what type of motorcycle club you involve yourself with and you decide to be a part of. That can be a helpful thing when you're doing things like trying to look for a bike, when you're doing things like trying to service your bike, paint your bike. Let's say if you get in any legal trouble or anything like that and you got a lawyer on deck, that's a good thing. Let's say if you want to get a tattoo or something like that, you got a tattoo artist in the club. So the majority of legitimate motorcycle clubs are under some type of business platform. So they're a lot different than what you would call a motorcycle group or just people who get together, you know, who you might see with shirts on or something like that. And with those particular motorcycle clubs that do fall under that business platform, they have meetings, they have monthly dues, they have certain requirements that you got to meet in order to continue to be active and be 100% functioning member of that particular bike club. Again, every bike club is different and they have their own bylaws and rules. They also have some mandatory events that you must go to. The thing is, if you are thinking about joining a bike club, my suggestion to you would be to get around these bike clubs, start experiencing how they move around, how they function. Try and get out to some of the events with them. A lot of them are very welcoming. And don't get me wrong, I'm not speaking from that aspect of 1%ers and the whole hang around thing. I'm just speaking from a general aspect of motorcycle bike clubs, non-1% of bike clubs, or 99%, whatever you want to call them. A lot of times they'll be welcoming and receiving depending on what club it is. If it's a club and they acting like a jerk or they acting like a bunch of jerks and assholes and they're not receiving, you probably don't want to be a part of that club anyways. So the more welcoming they are, that's a good sign that, you know, it might be, you know, a chance for you to check out and see what they got, you know what I mean, or see what they're offering. After that, you can make your decision, or, you know, they'll let you know, they might even offer to you, hey man, come and, you know, prospect for our club, you know, you seem like you'd be a good fit. You know, so you can kind of base your judgment off that. Riding in a motorcycle club versus riding solo. If you're riding solo, of course, you know, you out on the road yourself. You know, you see me doing my motor vlogs and whatnot. You know, you don't see a whole group of riders and whatnot with me. When you're riding in a motorcycle club, the main difference is a lot of times it's a pretty big group consisting of your club members, and y'all kind of going from one spot to another spot together. Even if it's not a organized ride, where you're riding in formation and things of that nature, a lot of times when you're in a motorcycle club and you decide to go here or you go here, you know, you decide to go here. I'm sorry, it was no love bugs hurt in the making of this video. And I'm playing against this rain. It's getting ready to come down. But if you're actually in a motorcycle club, you can pretty much guarantee that you're gonna have people to ride with. You know, a lot of times people in the motorcycle community look for that time off. They look for that extra day that they got off. They can't wait till that weekend gets here. So when you're that type of person, you know, when you go out, it's like, oh man, it's something that you're looking forward to. So in the motorcycle community, as far as the motorcycle club community, you can guarantee that it's gonna be someone that's ready to take that ride with you, that's one of your brothers or your sisters. Versus if you're a solo rider. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that solo riders don't have a group of people that they go to and that'll be willing and down to ride with them at any given time. We all motorcycle enthusiasts, but when you're in a motorcycle club, you're more guaranteed that. Getting back to it, I feel like that I didn't speak too much. I didn't speak enough on the solo aspect of riding a motorcycle versus the motorcycle club aspect. The thing about riding solo, which is a good thing, is it's no accountability. If you don't feel like going to that bike event, if you don't feel like going to that function, if you don't feel like going out for that weekend, you're not accountable for anything. You won't receive any kind of probation. You won't lose any type of motorcycle privileges or bike club privileges, so to speak, because you don't belong to a bike club. You won't get any type of fine because you're not going to fine yourself. So when you're out riding solo, it's just sheer fun. It's pure fun. It's riding at its most pure form. I do feel like people who join motorcycle clubs, they're motorcycle enthusiasts to the next level. They want to eat, sleep, and breathe the motorcycle life. But there are a lot of perks in riding solo. Another thing with riding solo versus riding in a motorcycle club is that by you not having that accountability outside of yourself, you don't have to worry about club drama, club beef. Let's be real, the more people that you put together, the more chaotic it is. That's just the reality of it. Whether you're in a motorcycle club, even if you're in a motorcycle group, whether it's just a group of friends or a group of people going on vacation, the more people you put together, the more chaotic it can be. So, in aspect of an actual motorcycle club, I don't have to worry about being affiliated with certain BS or certain beef amongst clubs. So if I go to an event or I go to this bike function and you got a multitude of clubs or multiple clubs there, I don't have to worry about, I can't be here because, we don't get along with them, or they don't get along with us, or such from that club says such to that club. A lot of the cattiness and back and forth, you don't have to worry about or deal with by being a solo rider. You're just within the bike community. So by being within the bike community, you're accepted by all, and you're not held to the standards of the motorcycle clubs. I'm gonna wrap this one up, man, right here, because it's getting ready to come down. But if you all like this video, again, let me know if you want to hear more about, the motorcycle club life. Let me know if you want to hear about my motorcycle club life experience. I want to give you all some substance that you like, something that you want to see, something that you want to hear. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.